Today marks 1293rd day, share lessons I learn and continue to learn with all of you. I hope that these insights will inspire you, support your dreams, help achieve your goals, really empower you to become the person that you want to become. Today I speak about one of the most dangerous beliefs that we a lot of times have. And what is that? One of the most dangerous beliefs. And that is just one. Very short one, but very dangerous. I have heard so many times, oh, just one candy, just one day, just one excuse. One of the most dangerous belief, because just one is rarely just one beer. And when people go to a party and end up being the 10 beers, like there's so many things, so many examples where just one is the worst belief to have. There are so many examples, and today I'll share 5 things what we need to know about this kind of belief, because I think that we need to understand that we're not supposed to allow excuses to come in our life, even those just one. Because so many times people will say, and most likely other people will try to implement that belief on you. I just one. For example, I used to be athlete and I needed to prepare for competition and I used to lose weight. And people say, it's just one chocolate, just one some kind of food. And I was not able to eat because I know that one will lead to another time another one, another time another one. So having that no excuses, I think is very, very important. So number one is that micro compromises lead to macro consequences. Micro compromises lead to macro consequences. Because a lot of times we start to understand that if I made a mistake once, I will make again. You'll never change your life until you change everything you do daily. And that's as John C. Maxwell said it. And that means to understand that if you are making excuses daily, just one, I think that and again, one of the things is that, like, if people want to lose weight, and they say like, oh, just one cookie, and when you really start counting how many cookies you eat a year, 365 cookies, and how many calories are in those cookies, it puts you in a much harder position to actually achieve your success and goal, and that one leads to consequences. It could, of course, raise your sugar levels. Those sugar levels could make you start to take medications. Those medications could take away the nutrients from your body. Those deficiencies could lead to other issues. And it's crazy how many things, macro consequence, could be from one small daily habit that when you say just one. Second thing is that your identity is being shaped with every choice. And I think that when you make your identity that you have very strong standards for yourself, that you do not allow yourself just one. When you have those high standards and say like, I don't do that. I just don't do that. I just don't eat chocolate. I don't play games. Because people just love playing games and they play for hours and hours and hours. Maybe I don't scroll. Like whatever it is, those decisions that you made, because I love this saying that one decision could take away from 1,000 choices. Because you can go to a store and say like, should I take a chocolate or not? And every single time you can go to a store and ask that question. But if you make the decision that I never eat candies, that means that you even don't go to the aisle where the candies are, because you are the person, you have identity of a person who doesn't do that. And it's just small example, but I think that we need to understand that if we don't do that, but if you say that okay, I don't eat candies, but now you went and you bought candies and you ate candies, what it does, that means it builds identity that you say one thing but you do other thing. So it means you break your word, you break your trust with yourself. And most likely that will not be conscious, it will be subconscious. In subconscious mind, you will know that you are the person who do not keep your word to yourself. And I think that's, and you are not able to be trusted. And I think that is very, very important. When you say that you will not able to do something, you're not doing it. Now, of course, it does again. It happens when probably we are at the weakest. But when you build that very strong identity, of course, it's much easier to really do the right thing, no matter how you feel. Number 3 is your brain craves patterns, not outcomes. So what it means is that when you do not have the discipline in your mind, when you are not okay, that means that we crave for patterns. And that means if we had a pattern to eat or do something that is not helping us in a certain times, that means that during tough days we will always go after patterns, and patterns are easy, and easy patterns are most time not helping us to achieve our goals. So that means that this is very important to understand, that if you allow bad habit, just one, to come during good day, most likely that will show up during bad day. It's easy. Just that means that your brain craves for patterns. And that means that during tough day, you don't have cognitive power, mental power, energy power, any kind of power. So that means you go after patterns. And in the patterns, you already allowed yourself to do the wrong thing, even in a good day, or sometimes even a bad day. Number 4, just one breaks momentum. And momentum is everything. Just one breaks momentum. So that might be that you are eating healthy for 2 months. And then one day you just ate shit. What happens is that a lot of times we just don't go back to eating healthy. I already made mistake. I already destroyed my chain of eating healthy. So that means I will eat for one more day and one more day. And then after that, after a couple of weeks, you're looking at you didn't eat healthy for a couple of weeks, and now you need to go back and build a momentum. It could be with exercise. You exercise for 2 months, and now you skipped a couple of days, and now you're skipping a whole month because of that. And there's a lot of things is like this. That means you're doing the right things. You skip one day, skip 2 days, and then you're skipping a whole month because of that breaking momentum. So that means just one leads to massive disappointment, because you start doubting yourself. You're doubting your consistency. You're doubting yourself. And a lot of times what it leads, you start procrastinating to restart your momentum. Procrastinating, that means that leads that just one led to a long, prolonged period of time of not doing the right thing. The last one, number 5, I want to mention is that just one is a symptom of deeper avoidance. And this means that I don't want you to face the effort this requires. And I think that I'm afraid to feel committing. I think that we need to understand that we really need to understand that we always focus on making the right choice. Because the right choice is uncomfortable, it's painful. But if we avoid the responsibility, we'll not get the things that we want. I think that this just one is always, all my life was the topic. I think that we don't speak how important it is. And it could be work from both sides. It could be working for the bad habits. And most time it works for the bad habits, but we able to use that just one for our good reasons. So that means that to say like, I don't like books. Okay, I will read just one book. I will read just one book. I will see what happens. Or maybe like I said that I don't eat healthy, but I will eat just 1 month. Just 1 month healthy. I will see what happens. And sometimes it could be I don't eat healthy. Okay, I will eat healthy just 1 day. It could be that you have a bad habit and say, oh, I will not do that bad habit just 1 day. We'll see what happens. And then you love what you see. And the second day you do exactly the same thing. And it builds a massive momentum. So that means that we're able to use just one for our own benefit. But if you hear yourself anytime, for any reason, for any topic, just one, that means that this is again, life is testing you. Life is testing you if you actually want what you said you want. Because when we allow ourselves to say just one, that means we're quitting on our dreams, we're quitting on our vision. Now, I understand there's some things, small things, just one could not make a big damage. But in general, I truly believe that making very strong decisions that you never need to think about it and don't do just one, I think that is the best choice ever. So I hope you reflect as well. When was the last time you said just one? Just one, for any reason. In finances, buying something that you're not supposed to buy. In health, maybe not exercising or not. Because in exercising, I always say that it doesn't matter how you feel. Just going to a gym and doing the worst exercise ever is better than not doing exercise whatsoever. It could be like in finances, in spirituality, everything. What kind of things you are doing that you don't want to quit on? Because if you don't want to quit on and you want to see that happening for the next 10 years, that means that just one not supposed to be in our vocabulary ever. So I hope you choose to win and see you tomorrow.